She's like the Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci of Instagram. Meanwhile, us plebes can't even get a selfie right.
I love the Kardashians. I don't like all of them all the time.
As a family, I think they're nuts, but it's really entertaining to watch.
I admire that they can stick together even when so much shit is happening.
Love them or hate them, everyone is talking about them.
I can't say that I'm a fan of the Kardashians, but it's impressive to brand yourself as America's royal family, and I wouldn't disagree.
Kim was robbed at gunpoint in Paris during Paris Fashion Week. She took a really long hiatus from social media.
The look during Paris and before Paris was tan and light. All of a sudden, it stopped for like 3 months and you're like, whoa, when is Kim gonna post again? And then all of a sudden it's like bam, 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 like a new chapter of her life. And she's in control of her story. This is what I'm putting out there.
It's very poetic.
With these series of pictures.
You don't see her face, like trying to keep it mysterious, slowly letting people in.
Blue and green.
It feels like an atmosphere, timeless.
Grainy, kind of filmy, nostalgic.
You want to know what's happening that day. They feel like you know them and you want to like go give them a hug. But she's very stripped down. She has on like a white t-shirt.
I want to see the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into Kim Kardashian's Instagram.
This week, we're going to apply
Kim Kardashian's new Instagram aesthetics
to our own lives
and see how we feel.
First photo I took was the one that we did as a group, matching a photo that Kim posted on her Instagram. I think I look cool in it, maybe, I don't know.
I found that it was hard to mimic hers without looking silly. I captioned it tired and happy. It shows a more intimate and like sweet side. Someone wrote, "This is too precious," a comment that I've never gotten before.
I'm still unsure of how we're supposed to emulate Kim Kardashian's Instagram. I was supposed to meet up with a friend today at a cafe, and I asked if we could find a place that was cute for Instagram. When I was editing the photo too, I was like, oh, I could be more green, but I didn't want it to be green. And I was like feeling like, oh yeah, I did my job, but then Kane posted a photo that was like way more Kim K. It looks like it was taken with a Polaroid. I feel threatened now that Kane has posted.
It looks like she's just in the middle of something and someone grabbed a camera and took a photo. I'm at home carrying my dog, about to take him out to poop.
I tried to do the filters, but it is really hard to like get it in the same aesthetic. Did a pose Kardashians would do. I kind of wanted to try something I'd never done before. You can kind of see my butt a little bit. Funny, like the reactions that I got from people were just kind of like, whoa, damn, like, okay, why am I insecure about posting a photo like that? It's not that big of a deal, actually.
I'm about to take my dog out for a walk. It is telling more of a story. It's like, what is he doing? I've noticed Kim's captions, these simple things like family. So I have one that says home and hugs. The other one that I posted, I'm sitting on the floor. The back of the room is like dark, flashes on. Did you take these pictures with the Polaroid or something, or is it just filters? Filter name, please. Hoo-hoo. I want to write what filter it is, but it's like literally a bunch of steps.
Shooting the pictures is a lot of fun, but posting them is kind of exhausting. I have to put on 20 different like filter features onto the picture. It's like you're trying to paint this masterpiece, and it's like, no, I'm putting a picture on Instagram. I think being good at Instagram should be an Olympic event.
Everyone seems to be having trouble getting their photos in on time. Just in case, I'm bringing in another coworker, Quayla Lenny.
I'm someone who's definitely in the camp of the Kardashians. They're really great at making money. It's not necessarily a brand that I would have endorsed, but I am kind of into this style of photography. I decided to take a photo using the self-portrait technique. It's not necessarily, in my opinion, hard. It reminds me of any other art technique that you're trying to replicate. It's tantamount to trying to replicate like someone else's watercolor technique.
I did have difficulty throughout this thing, and then I posted a photo where I'm just kind of looking off to the side. They were like, yeah, you did it right. So I was like, oh, okay, I think I got it.
A lot of Kim's photos, they're kind of like in motion, looking away or looking down. It makes it easier to pose, honestly. And I've gotten like a lot of comments around that from people. Did you drop something?
Trying to channel Kim in my own way. She's this boss-ass woman. Are my pictures looking as good as hers? No. All the filters are like based on a numeric system. Numbers make me dizzy.
I'm always really intrigued when people have like really prevalent Instagrams. Who's taking these photos? Is Kanye out there taking those photos? Instagram intern? That would actually probably be a pretty sweet gig.
No one was home. You know the GPS holder in your car where you put your phone? Set my camera on timer, and I captioned it routines with like an alien emoji.
This editing technique is kind of reminding me of everything I loved about analog color photography. Kind of reminds me of what it was like going into the dark room and dialing in like 3 points magenta, 2 points green, 1 dab of blue.
I wanted to experiment with the photo where she's standing outside like a porch. It's just very content. I'm outside with my dog Marty.
I looked in one of my friends, Jasmine, because it seems like the photos focus on relationships, friendships, familial bonds. Also, it seems like there's this introspective vibe, and I put that in quotes because I think in order to be introspective, you have to be thinking.
Kim's photos, at a family gathering or party. So I wanted to post with one of my friends.
I posted with my friend Freddie. All the other photos have been just me. It got kind of boring. Like, I ran out of poses.
I'm gonna just try to do the most Kim thing possible. I'm having fun with the outfit I'm wearing.
I thought about what are 3 routines I do. I put on my makeup, I drink tea, and I read celebrity gossip while eating junk food. Also, I just don't think people really want to see what I do day to day. They're gonna be like, why are you posting that?
I know you're probably shaking your head, how is posting to Instagram exhausting? Running a marathon is exhausting, but every day I considered what
outfit I was wearing when I was going to take the picture, finding someone to take my picture. What's the caption gonna be?
I felt like I was creating a masterpiece.
I'm realizing that I'm actually really glad I'm doing this because in my abhorrence to the Kardashians, I think I'm actually missing out on a major piece of cultural history. People are writing think pieces on Kim's new style of photography. So clearly this is something that's being left in the cultural membrane, and as someone who is a lover of history and sociology and anthropology, I think that you have to understand who the idols are, whether or not it's your idol. I'm intrigued and also kind of excited to maybe erode a little bit of my pretentiousness. Brittany and I just found the darkest zone possible. Literally can't see anything in here because this is where we're gonna take our photo. All of her photos, it's really low light and then the flash.
She's still one of the most famous people in the world. She's also a mother and has a family and has a job and has the same desires and wants that all of us have. Was my last picture. It really has that warm glow.
So for my 6th photo, I posted a photo for my anniversary with my girlfriend. A organic moment that was captured. Felt a little bit more empowered to be more open with my personal life. If I'm gonna post about my dinner, why not celebrate something that's really important to me?
It reminds me of middle school on a Sunday afternoon, chilling at home with my family. That kind of nostalgia. I can't help but smile. It's just so peaceful looking. People have this tendency to make Instagram a museum of your life where you just post the most interesting things. But for this, it made me peel back the curtain, and by peeling back the curtain, people are actually interested in my real life, not just really crazy life that I would normally want to portray on social media. I guess the thing that I'm going to change, just be more true to myself.
Even though I post a fair amount, I actually don't put a lot of thought into it. I think social media is a fun expression of yourself. The Kardashians use it as a big part of their business. For me, I think I'm just gonna stick to posting random things.
Looking back on this week, I realized that the photo that did best was the one where I'm eating hot Cheetos while browsing my laptop, and I can see why Kim posts these kind of photos because people respond well when they feel like they're getting to know a more relatable side to you.
I feel like I know what colors look good, but it's interesting to let that go and imitate. I would never have added glow. I would never have added grain to my photos. Ready to apply elements that I've learned into my own style.
And I always sort of perceive the Kardashians to be sort of shallow, but there is something I really am starting to respect and love about taking something that deals with feeling unsafe, familial bonds, intimacy, playing with grain and color, shaping that to reshape the way that you tell your story after an event. I have so much respect for that. Art shapes and defines the world that we live in, and it also reshapes us. So it's really rad that she is using art as a conduit to her story, which I think is what all artists do, but I just never really thought of her as an artist until this point.
Post a photo or 2 or 3 or 9 on Instagram and hashtag BuzzFeed Kim K Filter. Good luck!